Lumberjacks will start with possession here in the second period of play. Lumberjacks try to feed it inside. Gets knocked back out at them. They get it to Ventura, who is entered for the Lumberjacks. Ventura is going to drive. She finds Martin gets her shot partially blocked from the low blocks on the left side of the floor. Lumberjacks will have possession. The ball was last touched by the Miners. Lumberjacks inbound from the right side of the bucket on the baseline. Inbounds to Martin. Martin to Jansen. Jansen to Ventura. Ventura, wide open look. Shot is up, and it just falls in off the rim. Acted like it was not going to go in, but it ended up falling in after all. Now the Miners back on the attack. Going to get a shot from Hemphill. It's no good. Offensive rebound shot, no good. Offensive rebound, and the shot is up and good, and a foul as well. That will be Taylor who put that bucket in. She gets the chance for the three-point play, and the foul for the Lumberjacks goes against number 13. That's Jansen, her first. Free throw is up by Taylor. It is in and out, and a fight for the loose ball is going to be, they say, off of the Lumberjacks, so it'll stay with Wallace. 21-6 the score. St. Mary's up. Wallace inbounds to the wing. Three-point shot on the way. No good. Offensive board. Putback is up and good. And now is Hemphill with her sixth point of the game. 21-8, St. Mary's leads. Chappell brings it across for the Lumberjacks. Fakes one way, comes back now, goes ahead and drives that way. Drives all the way down, works her way out to the corner. Now she drives back in towards the elbow, or the blocks. Feeds it into Shelby Martin. Martin works her way into the paint and puts the shot up and good. 6 points, 7 points for Martin. 23-8 Lumberjacks lead. Now a bad pass is going to be taken away. Going to give Martin a steal. Turnover for the Miners. It's Berkeley McGrill controlling it for the Lumberjacks. She's going to take it all the way to the high post. She puts up a shot. It's no good. Gets her own rebound. And she finds Jansen as an outlet. Jansen from the short corner puts it up and good. First bucket for Jansen. 25-8, Lumberjacks lead. Miners working it up top. Specht has the ball. She works it over to the left, to the right wing, down into Merrick. Merrick reverses court, comes up top, then gets the ball out to Taylor. Now they look into Hemphill. Hemphill tries to drive in, loses the ball to Ventura. Ventura brings it the other way, weaves her way down the floor. Shot is up, no good. Foul called. I think the foul is on the floor. And it is against Taylor. Foul number 3 for, no, I think it's the foul number 4. Number 3 for the Miners. I think I just seen Atkins check in for Wallace. Inbound pass to Martin. Martin puts it up. The shot won't go down as it was about halfway into the bucket and popped back out. Rebound to Wallace. Quickly bringing it down the floor is Atkins. They swing it down to the low post, getting the ball tipped out. Though is Martin, a steal by the Lumberjacks, and it's going to be Chappell taking it the other way. Chappell drives. She's going to take it herself. Shot is up and good by Lexi Chappell, her first bucket of the contest. Coming back the other way is the Miners. Shot is up and blocked by Martin. Rebounding it is McGrill. Lumberjacks take it the other way. And it's going to go out of bounds off of St. Mary's.
And the back judge is Neil Peterson. And now the defense for the New Plymouth Pilgrims. Number 2, Spencer Gordon. Number 7,
Miners bringing it back down the floor.
Number 8, Aaron Bianco.
Miners work it to the high post. Spinning to the free throw line. Shot is up. It won't fall. That was by Taylor. No good. Rebound to St. Mary's. Chappell runs quickly, takes it down the floor. She feeds it in to Shelby Martin, who puts it up and good for her 8th point of the contest. Bringing it back down for the Miners is Atkins. They feed it inside, down inside to Taylor underneath. Her shot is up. It's no good, but a foul called. That foul goes against Shelby Martin. That'll be her first, team's fourth. First free throw is up. It is no good by Taylor. Taylor 0 for 2 from the charity stripe in the contest.
Jackson coached by Craig Teft. He's assisted by Tom Prescott, Greg Roush, Wes Rice,
Second shot is up. It is no good. Ball goes out of bounds after the rebound by St. Mary's. But the Miners, or the last touch by the Miners. Lumberjacks working it down to Ventura. Ventura feeds it inside to Martin. Martin puts the shot up and good. 31-8 is the score.
The Lumberjack volleyball girls are playing in the state tournament at Lakeland. At 6 o'clock, they're going to play Bear Lake, and we'll try to keep you posted with the score. They're 1-1 so far in the tournament.
Lumberjacks back the other way. Interesting. I'm getting some sort of feedback in my headset. It sounds like some other game somewhere. 31-8 is the score. St. Mary's has the ball the other way. Ventura to McGrill. McGrill to Chappell. Chappell drives. Shot is up, no good, and a foul called. That'll send Caitlin Lamson to the free throw line. Shot is up and no good. Some substitutions made for the Lumberjacks. And I didn't see if Lamson made the free throws. She might have made one of them. I'm not sure. I'll have to add the score up later and see if I messed up on that one. The Miners back the other way. Shot is up. It's no good. That rebound goes to Scott. 3:14 and counting in the first half. 32-8, St. Mary's on top. Scott has the ball. She's up top for the Lumberjacks. Tries to feed it into Lamson. Lamson tries to take a shot, has her shot blocked. The rebound gets tied up, and the ball stays with the Lumberjacks. Or actually, no, it's a jump ball, and the ball goes to the Miners, not the Wildcats. Lamson comes out of the game for St. Mary's as Michaela Spray checks back in. Lumberjacks back on defense. Shaw has the ball. Now she goes back to the top to Merrick. Merrick working against Scott. They feed it to the free throw line to Hemphill. Hemphill back out to the wing. That is back to Shaw. Shaw is getting a heavy defense put onto her by Maitland. Back to the top and around they go. St. Mary's still playing good defense, not giving the Miners anything easy inside. Again, good defense as the Miners play was going through the middle of the court with a cutter. Nobody could get the ball in there to them as the Lumberjack defense was all over it. And now we're going to get a steal almost by B&A Ventura, but she just barely gets out of bounds and isn't able to keep it in bounds. And that's how we'll get the ball to stay with the Miners. Stormy Lockridge just checked in for the Lumberjacks, her first action of the evening. Nice move by the Miners. They feed it down inside to a Hemphill who was cutting down the far blocks. Shot was up off the glass, no good. A rebound went to St. Mary's. Now Scott. Scott has it, left wing. Scott looks for an outlet. She goes to Ventura up top. Ventura is going to drive, and she's going to go behind her back, pass the ball out to Spray. Spray's shot is no good, and it's going to be the putback by Ventura is no good, but she will be fouled. And she'll step to the free throw line. Foul number 5 for the Miners. That one goes against Merrick, her first. I missed who got that last foul that Lamson shot free throws from, too. First free throw is up and no good by Ventura. Ventura with 2 points in the contest. Second free throw on the way. That one off the front iron, no good. Ball is tipped around, and the Miners are able to finally pull it down. Bring it quickly down the floor with Specht. Cassidy Scott gets in there to obstruct her progress, knocks the ball out of bounds. The ball stays with the Miners. Lumberjacks able to get their defense set back on this side of the floor. Miners working it. They have it in the near corner. Shot on the way, no good. Ball is loose, rebounded to Ventura. Ventura is going to try to take it all the way. She's got an open lane into the paint. Shot is up and good by Ventura. 1:14 and counting in the first half. 34-8, St. Mary's leads. Miners working it around. They feed it inside to Hemphill. Hemphill kicks it out as she is defended well. And the ball goes to, that was number 24, Merrick, who gets tied up with a Lumberjack defender on the far side in the blocks. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Wallace. Under a minute in the first half. Lumberjacks working it around. They have it to Scott. Scott to Ventura. Ventura's shot is no good. Stormy with the rebound. Stormy tries for a putback. It's blocked. She almost had her own rebound. Then they get it. She gets in a little bit of a tussle trying to get the ball away from Taylor, and Taylor wins that. The Miners bring it the other way. Shot is up, no good. Foul called, and I believe that foul is going to go against Lockridge. No, they say that foul goes against. That foul goes against Cassidy Scott. Merrick's free throw is no good. Teresa De Arias checks in for the Lumberjacks with 33 seconds. She's an exchange student getting some action here. Both free throws no good. Rebound goes to Scott. Scott, cross court to Spray. Spray gets free. Shot is up. It's no good. Ball is tipped around. And it's going to go out of bounds off of St. Mary's. Lumberjacks had a solid shot at the rebound. Couldn't pull it down. 21 seconds left in the first half. 34-8 St. Mary's up. Miners trying to get into that double-digit points at least here before the half. They find an open player in the short corner. That was Taylor. The shot was up. No good. Offensive board. Shot is up and no good. Rebound to Maitland. Maitland is going to bring it the other way. 4 seconds to go. And we're going to try to get a final shot before the half. The shot is short by Spray. And that is how the first half ends. 34-8 St. Mary's leads. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees to lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull infused or Lotus energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekends. Shift and Grind 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary's.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the Hot Deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Jack Buell Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Buell Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Buell Trucking.
Mountain Plating is a premier hard chrome plating facility, and it is located right here in St. Mary's. Mountain Plating was established in 1997 as one of the first hard chrome plating facilities in Idaho, and it services a wide variety of industries nationwide. These industries include manufacturing, food processing, agriculture, mining, environmental, and the timber industries. Mountain Plating is committed to providing the highest quality chrome plating and customer service in the industry, and is locally owned and operated by Donnie Masterson. Give him a call today at 208-245-7104. Go Lumberjacks!
And we are back. It is halftime here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Our first game of the night, Lumberjack JV girls hosting the Wallace Miners. The score at halftime, St. Mary's 34. Wallace is at 8 points in the first half. Looking at the Miners' individual scoring, which not a whole lot there since they only have 8 points on the board. But let's see here. It is number 52, Macy Hemphill, the 5'7" freshman post player, who is leading in scoring with 6 points for the Miners. And then it is number 44, Kaya Taylor, a 5'9" sophomore post. She has the other 2 points for Wallace. The Miners are 0 for 4 from the charity stripe in that first half, so that did not help their cause by not making any of those free throw shots in the first half of play. For the Lumberjacks, a lot of scoring here to talk about for them. Shelby Martin leads the team. She has 11 points in the first half. Lacey Sines has 10 points in the first half. 4 points for Biene Ventura in the first half. 2 points apiece for Michaela Spray, Berkeley McGrill, and Lexi Chappell in the first half. And Caitlin Lamson had 1 point from the free throw line in the first half. The Lumberjacks committed, I believe, 5 fouls in the first half, as did Wallace, so those numbers were fairly even. Lumberjack press was creating a lot of problems for the Miners JV team as they forced a whole lot of turnovers in that first half and got a lot of points off of those turnovers as well. 34-8, 4 minutes until the start of the second half for the JV girls game. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
See the full line of Yamaha Viking side-by-sides at St. Mary's Saw and Cycle today. Yamaha Vikings feature true 3- or 6-person cabins, class-leading comfort, huge cargo capacity, proven off-road capability, and real-world tough reliability. Plus, exclusive features like Ultramatic automatic transmission and on-command 4-wheel drive help you conquer the toughest jobs. Visit St. Mary's Saw and Cycle today. Always protect the environment. Wear your seatbelt, helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. Read the owner's manual and the product warning labels before operation.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, Call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's. Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oakes at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oakes a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Why should you stop?
And we are back. Both teams back out on the floor as the JV girls game gets ready to get back underway. Lumberjack girls lead 34-8 in this contest. Following this game, we will have the varsity girls game, as the varsity girls will host the Miners as well, of course. And the varsity girls game up in Wallace was a good game. The Lumberjacks did lose that one 48-40. So the Lumberjacks looking to, in a way, redeem themselves here tonight and get a win back against Wallace. Don't forget that Brawl for the Ball is coming up this Saturday. We hope it's going to actually get underway. There's a pretty significant winter storm going to be moving through the area Friday afternoon, evening, into Saturday possibly. So we could possibly, hopefully not, but there is a possibility that they may have to cancel that game, but we hope that doesn't happen. Talking to Lynn Masterson at the Booster Club meeting last night, as far as she can remember, they've only had to cancel the Brawl for the Ball one time that she can remember, in her time anyway. And so we hope that the roads are good enough to get the team here from Kellogg, because Brawl for the Ball is always a super, super fun day, and everybody enjoys it, so we do hope that that game does happen. Both teams back out on the floor. Lumberjacks will start with possession. On the floor for the Lumberjacks, the original starters, Signs, McGrill, Chappell, Martin, and Lamson. Lumberjacks have it up top. Signs to McGrill. McGrill right wing. Now she tries to feed it inside to Signs. The ball is tipped away, almost taken away by the Miners, but the Lumberjacks able to get the possession, or the Miners actually go out of bounds with it, and the ball stays with St. Mary's. Gilmore, Speck, Merrick, Burmeister, and Hempiel on the floor for Wallace. Signs has the ball. She goes to McGrill. McGrill near the midcourt circle. Now back over to Chappell. Bounce pass to Signs. Lumberjacks slowing the action down a little bit. Signs to Chappell. Chappell splits a couple defenders, looks inside, gets it to Martin. Martin gets the rebound, tries to put it up, and has her putback blocked. Lamson ended up with the rebound. She had her put back blocked. Then she gets a steal, puts that shot up. It is no good. Ball is loose again as Martin comes away with it, but then she loses it and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Martin for the Lumberjacks. So the Miners will inbound. Taking it down the floor for the Miners is Gilmore. Gilmore, cross-court pass all the way to the corner. Three-point shot on the way. It's no good. Rebound Lamson. Lamson going to bring it down the floor. A foul not called there as 24, that is Merrick, reaches in on her, but no whistle. A little bit of a bump as well. Lumberjacks have the ball up top, though. Signs into Chappell. Chappell bounces it out to Martin. Martin looks for an outlet. She finds Chappell in the corner. Chappell drives, spins. Shot is up. It won't fall. Ball's tipped around. Two Lumberjacks had their hands on it. Signs and Martin, and the ball is out of bounds. Last touched by the Lumberjacks, so the Miners will inbound. Gilmore brings the ball down for Wallace. She has it across the timeline, guarded by McGrill. McGrill goes up as she tries to make a pass and taps it back down. McGrill with the steal. And Signs has it. She takes it all the way down, right side of the block. Shot is up. It's no good, but she is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. See who that foul goes against. That foul goes against Merrick. That is her second foul. Signs 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. And she comes up just short as that one comes off the front iron. 0 for 3 from the charity stripe is Signs. Lumberjacks have only made 2 free throws. Missed 7, so they're 2 out of 9. Next free throw on the way. That one a little bit too hard. It is no good as it comes off the back iron. And Lexi Chappell able to chase down the rebound, though. Chappell into the paint, feeds it to Lamson. Lamson tries to put it up. It's partially blocked. Coming away with the rebound is Shelby Martin. And Martin completes the shot as she puts it up and good. First bucket of the second half is about 2 minutes into the game. Shot is up by the Miners the other way. It's no good. Rebound to Signs. Lumberjacks pushing it down the floor. Signs coming down near sideline. She's going to make a couple stutter step moves, drives the low blocks, passes it in to Lamson. Lamson's shot is missed. The ball gets tipped back to her. She tries again. It's blocked. Martin ended up with it. She tried the shot. It was no good. Got a rebound. Lumberjacks just getting all kinds of rebounds. Lacey Signs finally comes away with an offensive board, puts it up, and she puts it in and good. Signs and Martin fighting for top honors of leading scorer in this one. They both have 12 points from the floor. One more bucket, though, for one more point, I should say, for Martin as she has a bucket from the free throw line. We get a foul the other way after St. Mary's gets the rebound. And that foul goes against Taylor. That is her second foul. Second team foul for the Miners. Bringing it down is Chappell for the Lumberjacks. She brings it up to the top, uncontested, gives it to McGrill. McGrill from the right side, backs it back out to Chappell. Chappell's going to penetrate, goes into the lane, loses the handle, but gets the ball back in control. She puts the shot up and good. 4 points for Lexi Chappell. 4 minutes to go in the third period, and a steal by McGrill. McGrill goes up to put the shot up. A frustration foul there by Gilmore, as she was one that had the ball stolen from her. She should have just let Berkeley go up for that shot because it was more than likely going to be good. Now you just gave them, well, you didn't give them an and one, thankfully, but McGrill goes to the free throw line for the 2 free throws. It's her first time, and to the charity stripe, she misses the free throw. Jansen, Scott, Maitland, and Spray check in for the Jacks. McGrill lines up the second free throw. On the way. Second one is good. Lumberjacks back up on defense as the Miners bring it down. Lumberjacks not pressing anymore. Miners have it in the corner, right side. Now they feed it to the short into the post, and they're going to try to put up the shot. That was Hemphill. She's going to be fouled. And they say, I thought it was going to be called against Spray, but it actually goes against Maitland, her first. Hemphill, the only Miner to put any in from the charity stripe so far. She's 2 for 2. make it 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Merrick checks in for the Miners as Specht comes out, as Hemphill lines up the second free throw. On the way, that one is in and good as well. Lumberjacks back on offense as they bring it down the floor. Berkeley has the ball. McGrill, she gives it to Scott. Now to Maitland. Maitland has a pass batted back out her. She's able to get it. And they get it to McGrill in the wing on the right side. Back to the wing, short, just inside the wing. Shot is up by Scott. No good. Rebound to the Miners. That is number 32, which is Atkins. Miners back it up. Atkins has it up top. Now they look inside to Hemphill. Hemphill, shot is up. It won't fall. Ball is loose. Maitland comes away with the rebound. And Hemphill's a big girl, a tall girl, and a strong girl. 5'7", freshman post. She looks like she's taller than 5'7". Lumberjacks back on offense. Scott has it up top. Now over to McGrill. McGrill takes the ball to the top, works her way to the right side. Nope, picks her dribble up top. Gives it to the elbow to Scott on the right side. Now they go to the wing. 3-point shot on the way. It's no good. Rebound goes to Hemphill. McGrill tries to tie it up. We get a foul called. And they're going to call McGrill for the grab on the foul. Her first. 41-10, St. Mary's leads. Bringing it across is Atkins. She picks up her dribble, tries to pass it to Hemphill, and Berkeley McGrill goes up and steals another one. McGrill to Spray, a quick jump shot. It won't fall from the left side from about 10 feet. Rebound goes to the Miners. They take it the other way. Back into the hands of Atkins. Again, McGrill jumps the pass. They just keep past them, and McGrill keeps knocking them down. McGrill shot from the short corner, no good. Spray rebound, no good. The rebound was to Jansen. Jansen was trying to put it back up. The shot is blocked. It goes out of bounds. They say last touched by Jansen. So the Miners will inbound from underneath. Atkins has it for the Miners. She's bringing it down the floor. Takes it to the right side as she feeds it to Shaw. Backs it back out to Akins. Now they feed it inside to Hemphill. Ball tied up. Jump ball called. Possession stays with Wallace. Miners going to inbound. 2.5 to go in the third. Shot is up. No good. Lumberjacks on the rebound. Bringing it down for St. Mary's is McGrill. McGrill crosses the timeline. Brings it to the top. Now feeds it to the other side. Back into the paint to McGrill. Shot is up and falls through. Getting ready to check in for the Lumberjacks is Angela Parrish. Miners take it the other way. Atkins to Merrick. Merrick being defended by Scott. Now they get it back down to Shaw. Lumberjacks get a steal though, as McGrill has been a stealing machine. She brings it quickly down the floor, loses the handle, and the ball goes out of bounds. Angela checks in for McGrill. Parrish onto the floor. First action of the night for her. Also coming in is Teresa Darius and Stormy Lockridge. Coming out is Spray and Jansen for the Lumberjacks. Miners bring it down the floor. Shaw brings it across. They get it to the free throw line. Opposite side is vacated. Shot is up and good. And that is Taylor with her fourth bucket of the night. Lumberjacks bringing it back down the floor. Over to Angela Parrish on the right wing. Now back to Scott. Scott to Maitland. Maitland looks inside to Lockridge, but the Miners step right in front of it. Ill-advised pass. Lumberjacks do take it back, though, as Cassidy Scott gets the steal. St. Mary's resets their offense. Lumberjacks into a weave. Parrish gets it over to Maitland. Maitland back to Scott. A little bit of this weave action. I think Angela had actually been out for a little bit, and I think she may be trying to learn this play. A shot is up, it's no good. Arias had a shot at the rebound, it went out of bounds off of her, and it'll go to the Miners. So it's kind of a on-the-fly learning curve of some new plays here for Angela Parrish, as she has missed a few practices. Miners working it the other way, down inside, shot is up, no good. Offensive board, put back is up and good, and that was Burmeister with her first bucket. 43-14, Lumberjacks lead, 26 seconds in the third period. Lumberjacks in that weave again. Parrish brings across, picks up her dribble. She's looking for an outlet. She's trapped. Nobody's coming out to help her too much. She does find Maitland finally. Reversing side now into Maitland. Maitland drives, gets it out to Arias. Arias gets double teamed. Now they kick it out to Scott. Scott with a quick shot from the elbow. It's high off the glass, no good. And the third period comes to an end. 43-14 Lumberjacks lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Why should you stop at 10th Street Superstop? Well, because Kenny's a nice guy. Actually, no. Never mind. Yes, Kenny is nice, but that's not the reason. You should stop at 10th Street Superstop for all your livestock feeds and pet feed needs. 10th Street Superstop carries all the top brands. Did I mention Kenny's a nice guy? Oh, and they also have a large assortment of snacks and beverages just for you. 10th Street Superstop for all your farm, garden, and hunger needs. And by the way, Kenny's really a nice guy. 10th Street Superstop in St. Mary's. Fire Chief Larry Nacarado wants to remind you that this time of
the back, as I get distracted here every so often, and the fourth period getting set to start. See who's going to check in for the Lumberjacks, as it is Lockridge, Spray, Chapel, Ventura, and Maitland on the floor for the Jacks. Chapel has it up top. She gives it to Ventura. Now back to Maitland as they run that weave play. Back to Chapel, near side. Chapel looks to Lockridge. Lockridge tries to spin and shoot, and her shot is blocked, as lots of defense there to stop that shot from happening. A quick three-pointer from Merrick. It misses everything. Rebound to Spray, and Lumberjacks quickly down the floor. A foul going to be called, and I believe that foul is against Merrick, her third, as she reached in there on the Lumberjacks. Foul number 4 for the Miners. Only 2 for the Lumberjacks. 43-14 the score. Jacks on top. JV Lumberjack basketball on KOFE. Ventura has the ball up top. Looks like the Miners are going to try to play a little bit more in their face defense. They get a pass into Lockridge. Lockridge spins and tries to shoot. The ball is partially blocked out of bounds by Taylor. Lumberjacks keep possession. Maitland will inbound. She gets it into Spray. Spray shot in and off the glass. It is good. 4 points for Michaela Spray. Lumberjacks back on defense. Ventura comes out to defend Merrick. Now they feed it down to the low post. Shot is up. It's going to bounce around. Didn't look like it was going to go in, but it does fall through. And that's Burmeister with her fourth bucket. Fourth point of the game. 45-16 the score. Ventura to Chapel. Chapel trying to bounce it into Lockridge. Lockridge can't get her hand on the ball. It goes back to the Miners. Checking in for the Miners, I believe that is Hemphill. Coming out is Taylor. 45-16, Lumberjack JV girls are up on the Miners. Don't forget, we will be following this game with a varsity game. Miners working it down, trying to get inside. They have to go back out. Shot is up, partially blocked by Maitland. The rebound goes to Chapel. Chapel brings it across the timeline. Chapel takes it to the top of the free throw line. Now she goes into Lockridge. Lockridge double teamed, trying to find some room. She gets the shot up. It's partially blocked. Lumberjacks able to get the ball back. Shot is up by Spray, and that one's no good. Spray gets the rebound. She saves it in. Ventura comes away with it. Can't get the shot to go. Back to Spray. Spray can't get her shot to go. This time it's Lockridge with the rebound, and a foul called underneath as Lockridge is trying to get up for the shot. That foul is going to go against number 24. That's Merrick. Foul number 4 for her. She comes out of the game. Parrish, Jansen, and Scott check in for the Lumberjacks. Lockridge, Chapel, and I didn't see who came off for Parrish as they made the switches there. Lumberjacks will inbound into Spray. Spray shot is up and no good. Rebound to the Miners. Miners take it the other way. Specht has it. They look to the wing to Atkins. Atkins tries to feed it underneath to Burmeister. They throw the ball away. It's a turnover on the Miners. Checking in for the Miners back in is Taylor. Coming out for the Miners is Burmeister. Running clock, 4 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the contest. 45-16, Jacks on top. Ventura brings it across for the Lumberjacks. She has it up top. Goes to Scott. Scott to Ventura. Ventura is going to drive. Shot is up, won't fall. Rebound to the Miners. Miners, we're going the other way. Ventura steals it, and Ventura is going to take it. No foul. Ventura tried to make the shot. It was no good. It was a rebound by Cassidy Scott on the offensive side. She couldn't get her shot to go. It was too high off the glass. Finally, the Miners pull down the board, and they take it the other way. They get it down underneath. Shot is going to be blocked by Spray. Ventura with the rebound. Ventura spins her way across the timeline, slows it down when she gets to the top. Ventura, no look to Scott. Scott, shot from the short, from just inside the wing. It's no good. Jump ball called as Jansen and Hemphill tie it up. Possession stays with the Miners. 3:42 and counting to go in the fourth period of play. JV basketball. 45-16, Lumberjacks lead, not trail. Gilmore brings it across. Lumberjacks in their 3-2 zone. Now they feed it back. Now over the top, short corner, right side. Now they look to the low post and getting her hand on it is Spray. The ball goes out of bounds, last touched by St. Mary's as Spray forced it out of bounds. They'll inbound into the post. Shot by Hemphill's no good, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called. That foul goes against Michaela Spray. That says that that's her third foul. And Hemphill, who's perfect from the charity stripe, misses that one as I said that. Next shot on the way. That one misses as well, and it goes out of bounds. 2.5 minutes to go, and the Lumberjacks bring the ball down the floor. 45-16, St. Mary's on top. Ventura has the ball. She works her way to the right side. They start the weave. Cross-court pass is a little bit high from Scott to Parrish, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Parrish's fingertips. Teresa D'Arias is going to check in. Michaela Spray comes out for St. Mary's, as Gilmore brings it down the floor for the Miners. Gilmore works her way in, backs it to just inside the wing. Pass back up to the top. Angela Parrish on defense. Driving is going to be Shaw, and she puts it up and good. Lumberjacks now bringing it down. 45-18 the score. Lumberjacks on top. Ventura hands it off to Parrish. Parrish, oh, a bad pass by Parrish. It's taken away by Gilmore. She tried to get it to Scott, and jumping that pass was Gilmore. Telegraphed that one just a little bit too much. .111 to go in the game. 45-18 the score. Shot from the short corner. Shot is no good. Rebound, though, to the Miners. It looked like Angela Parrish might have gotten a piece of that shot by Shaw. Lumberjacks on the rebound. And it's going to be Ventura. Ventura up top. And we're going to timeout taken by St. Mary's. 30-second timeout. First timeout taken of the game for the Lumberjacks. And they're going to have a little quick powwow. Maybe they're going to try to set something up to get, I think they want to, honestly, I think they want to get Teresa a bucket. I don't know if she's scored any points this season yet, so they might be trying to set something up to feed something to Teresa, the exchange student, but we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. There's no other reason really for St. Mary's to call a timeout. 45-18 the score. Lumberjacks will inbound after the quick timeout. Into Lockridge. Lockridge back to Scott. Scott back to Lockridge. Lockridge is going to take the shot, air ball, rebound directly to the Miners. Hemphill slowly brings it across for St. Mary's. They get it down to the low post. Shot is up, no good. A foul called. They're going to get that, I think. I thought it was a clean block, but I think they call it against Lockridge. They never do put it up on the board, not yet anyway, so I'll just give it to Lockridge. That sends the free throw shooter, Burmeister, who misses the first one. And she makes the second one. Makes the score 45-19. Lumberjacks bringing it down. Scott has the ball. Gets it to Lockridge. Lockridge, shot is up, no good. Rebound goes to Jansen. 13 seconds on the clock. They might be trying to get a bucket for Lockridge. That's a three-point shot put up, no good. Rebound was taken by the Miners, and clock runs out. That's how the game will end. 45-19, St. Mary's comes away with the victory. Let's go ahead and wrap this game up so we can get it back to the studio for just a little bit here in a moment. Let's see here. Totaling up the Lumberjacks scoring real quick. So the final scoring for Lumberjacks, leading scorer was Shelby Martin with 13. Lacey Sines finished with 12. 5 points for Berkeley McGrill, 4 points for Michaela Spray, 4 points for Lexi Chappell, 4 points for Ventura, and 2 points for Trista Jansen, 1 point for Caitlin Lamson. For the Miners, 8 points for Hemphill, 4 points for Taylor, 5 points for Burmeister, and 2 points for Shaw. We're going to go ahead and send it back to the studio for just a couple of quick minutes as we get ready for the varsity girls game.
welcome to another Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union broadcast of Lumberjack Basketball. Join us as we bring you the action live from the court with Tim Parrish. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack sports sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjacks!
Fire Chief Larry Nacarado wants to remind you that this time of the year, chimney fires are a common occurrence, but can be prevented. St. Mary's Fire Department wants to remind you that they loan out chimney brushes and rods for free. They do chimney inspections for free and will even come to your house and offer chimney fire prevention training for free. Don't neglect your chimney. Call St. Mary's Fire Department today at 245-5253. That's 245-5253. This public safety message from the St. Mary's Fire Department. Cold weather is coming and 10th Street Lumber has what you need. From super premium pellets to energy logs and fireplaces, 10th Street Lumber will help you stay warm all winter long. North Idaho energy logs and stove pellets are the best of the best. 100% natural with no chemicals and burn cleaner, hotter, and longer. If you need a new stove, 10th Street Lumber is a proud Kuma stove supplier. Kuma wood stoves are made right here in Idaho and are some of the best on the market. 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's. Stop by today. Located on 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's. Winter is here and it's time to get your animals ready for the winter weather. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's has what you need to keep all your critters comfortable in the cold temperatures. From trough heaters, straw, to insulated horse blankets, your animals large and small need extra attention just like you. So don't forget, while you're stacking your winter firewood, your furry family members need winterizing also. Also, don't forget the wild critters. Triple X Feed has wild bird food, deer feed, and game blocks. See Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's today, because winter ain't gonna wait.
Have a home you need to sell? Or are you looking for a place to call home? Then you need to call Mia Sikowski of Timber Realty. Mia is the realtor to see for buying or selling your home. She's always there for you, and your priorities are always important. Experienced in the real estate market, she'll get your desired results, so call today for all your home selling or buying needs at 245-2345. That's 245-2345. Timber Realty on the Main Street in St. Mary's.
Winter is in full force, and Timber Country and the Country Fair invite you in out of the cold to check out their winter sales deals. Need some new winter boots or gloves? How does 20% off sound? Maybe a new jacket? 50% off sounds great. Those deals and more at Timber Country and the Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. There's more than clothes as well. Sports apparel, hunting gear, toys, sleds, and more at the Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Mary's. Stop by today.
Wouldn't it be nice to earn money from your checking account? P1FCU Perks powered by Bazing does just that, with over 300,000 local and national merchant discounts in addition to thousands of online offers. You get peace of mind for the unexpected with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and insurance coverage. And the best part is, it's already included with your preferred or Power Plus checking accounts at P1FCU. P1FCU, your community, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is looking for volunteers and active.
I do apologize if you're listening on the stream. I did goof up and did not get my pregame on the stream, and I did not get the starters either on the YouTube side of things, so we will try to get that to you here as soon as we can. Lumberjacks will control the opening tip as Kozer has it. Holder's shot is up, no good. Holder gets her own rebound, though. Holder's putback, I believe, is up and good. I think it was Holder. I missed who put that bucket in. Lumberjacks score first. Miners have the ball inside. They turn it over as I forgot Badgett was actually in. I don't know why it showed Mitchell as the starter. But Badgett got a steal and then a foul against Wallace. That foul goes against Hill, her first. Lumberjacks have the ball. Hammond back to the top to Reimel. Reimel looks to Badgett, who's underneath. Badgett's shot is no good from underneath, but Holder got the rebound. She put the shot up and good. Lumberjacks out to a quick 4-0 lead as the Miners have the ball back the other way. It is Hill down to the corner to Morin. Morin has the ball slapped out by Holder. I'm going to give Holder the steal there to turnover by the Miners. St. Mary's able to come away with it. Reimel looks down to Holder, who's cutting underneath. Holder tries to go up. She will be fouled, and that'll send her to the free throw line. That Holder goes against, no, not Holder, that foul goes against Jaden House. Holder steps to the charity stripe for the Lumberjacks. 82% free throw shooter, and she makes the first one. Lumberjacks have come out pretty aggressive in this first opening minute and 10 seconds, and it has worked pretty well so far. Holder makes both free throws. 6-0 lead for the Lumberjacks. So far, one of the best opening quarters, opening minutes of the game that I've seen from the Lumberjacks in the games I've done. The Miners down to the corner, now back out to the wing, into the hands of Welch. Welch spins it up top to House, now back to Welch. Welch goes around the horn to the opposite to Hill. Hill on the right, now back to House. They start a little bit of a weave, getting their offense set up top is the Miners. Still working up around the perimeter, back down to the wing, right side, and back to the top again. Now they feed it to the near side. Ball is going to be tipped by Reimel as it goes out of bounds, but so it'll stay with Wallace. Lumberjack starter. Oh, actually, no, it's going to be a turnover on Wallace. Lumberjacks work to the way. They get it down to Kozer. The ball is going to be bobbled, and I think it was last touched by the Miners. And it was. So on the floor for the Miners is Morin, Johnson, House, Welch, Hill. For the Lumberjacks, before they get the inbound pass in, it is Badgett, Holder, Reimel, Hammond, and Kozer. Lumberjacks will have possession. Into Holder. Holder, shot is up and in. And I think that was Reimel that had the assist. Actually, Hammond's usually the one that does the inbounding. So we'll give that to Hammond. 8-0 is the score. Lumberjacks up. Lumberjacks putting on a press in the backcourt. Looks like a 3-2 press or a 2-1-2. The Miners do pick it up in the backcourt. They do finally, no, a timeout is taken. This timeout taken by the Miners with 5:43 to go in the first. It is 8-0 St. Mary's, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is looking for volunteers and active members to participate in the many activities the Booster Club does in support of our Lumberjacks. The Lumberjack Booster Club provides much appreciated support to the Lumberjack sports programs and is always looking for new active members and new ideas. The Booster Club is currently in need of new officers as well as volunteers to help with the Hall of Fame banquet and auction, spirit building, senior nights, and more. Anyone interested can contact Lynn Masterson at 208-568-1802 or just come to a meeting at the fire station.
And we are back as the the Miners bring it across the floor. They have it up top after the timeout. Down inside, shot is up. That one is up and good. That was Morin with the bucket. Lumberjacks now facing a press of their own. They get it down to Holder. Holder's trying to work it inside, and Holder is going to get called for the extra step, a turnover, St. Mary's. That is the first turnover of the game for the Jacks. The Miners bringing it back down the floor as Hill controls it. She kicks it to the wing. Now back to the right wing. Now they work it inside. Lumberjack defense swarms, though. And there should have been 3 seconds in the key, I would have thought. Shot is up and no good. Ball is going to go out of bounds. Last touched, I believe, by St. Mary's. Into the post, but Kozer is going to get a steal there. Kozer gets the head to Reimel. Reimel to Badgett. Badgett puts it up and good. Little fingertip roll there by the Lumberjacks. 10-2, Lumberjacks up. Miners working the ball up top. Badgett on defense. Now they bring it back to the wing. Now down to the corner right side. Looking to the low post. Shot is up. It's no good. Rebound goes to Hammond. Lumberjacks back the other way. Pass out to the corner to Reimel, right side. She's quickly double teamed. She finds Hammond. Now they go back to a little bit of confusion there. A couple Lumberjacks in the same spot. It's going to be a turnover on Reimel. Shot up the other way by the Lumberjacks. Hammond going to get called for the foul. And that will send Hill to the free throw line. Hill had no points in that last game against St. Mary's. I think she might have been the one that wasn't at the game. And Hill's first free throw is no good. Lumberjacks with some substitutions. Christensen and Miller in. Kozer and Hammond out. 10-2, St. Mary's leads. 4:11 to go in the first period of play. Hill's second free throw is no good. Lumberjacks get the rebound. That was Miller pulling down the board. I don't know why I put Mitchell in. Miller with the rebound. St. Mary's with the ball. Into the corner. Back up to the elbow to Reimel. Reimel looks into Holder. Good ball movement. Holder's shot won't go. The ball is loose, and it's picked up by the Miners. St. Mary's almost had the rebound. Back the other way, shot is up. It is no good. I think it was just from inside the wing. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by the Miners. Checking in for Wallace, number 45, Bergam. Lumberjacks will inbound. A little bit of a press by the Miners. They've got one girl in, two girls, one in the backcourt, two out about the timeline. Now they come up into the front, into the backcourt. Lumberjacks trying to get it across. Reimel has it near side. She feeds it to Christensen. Christensen can't quite get her hand on it. Turnover, St. Mary's. I'm going to say a steal by Wallace. Wallace has the ball. Short corner. Shot is on the way. It rattles around, falls out. The rebound goes to Holder. Holder takes it across the timeline. Down to the right side. Hands it off to Reimel. Ball is tied up. Jump ball called. Possession goes to Wallace. Checking in for the Jacks is Tacey Watkins. Holder going to get a breather. As Wallace inbounds it with no pressure this time from the Lumberjacks. Bringing it across is House. They feed it to the free throw line. Look for House cutting through the middle, but the Lumberjack defense is there. Back to the top as they reset. Bergam, a quick two. It's going to go out of bounds from the elbow, and it's really actually basically a turnover as St. Mary's has the ball back. They look to Watkins in the middle. Back to Badgett. Badgett drives from the left side, backs back out, goes to the wing. Now she bounce passes it to Miller. Miller looks for an outlet. She's going to go to Christensen. Christensen drives underneath, bounces it to Badgett. Badgett puts it up and good. or one dribble and a shot for Badgett after the assist from Christensen. 12-2, Lumberjacks up. 2.5 to go in the first. Miners have it, working from the left side. They try to pass it underneath. It's intercepted by Reimel. And back the other way, Badgett drives, can't get the shot to go. The rebound was to Watkins for a minute before it was slapped out of her hand. Out of bounds, last touched by Wallace. Lumberjacks will inbound from underneath. Christensen looking to get it in. She goes to Reimel. Reimel cross court to Badgett. Badgett backs it back out to Reimel up top. Badgett over to Christensen, or not Christensen, it was Reimel to Christensen. Christensen shot from just inside three-point range is no good. Rebound to Wallace. Wallace quickly down the floor. Welch has it, drives from the left side. Shot is up, it falls in. 12-4, St. Mary's is up. Lumberjacks back the other way. Christensen has it up top. She works her way to the left, guarded by Welch. Now she almost has the ball stolen by House. It is not. Shot is up by Badgett. It's long. Rebound, though, to Watkins. Lumberjacks reset. Going to get a long three taken by Reimel, and it is up and good from downtown. I actually think there may have been an assist, but I didn't catch who did it. Lumberjacks back the other way, and then we get a whistle. I think it's a turnover. Oops. On Wallace. St. Mary's brings it back in. Christensen drives into the free throw line, goes out to Badgett. Badgett to Miller. Miller is going to, it's going to be a jump ball call, actually, and St. Mary's will keep possession with 53 seconds in the first. 15-4, St. Mary's up. Nice start for the Lumberjacks. We know this is a tough Wallace team. Inbound up to the top to Reimel. Her three-point shot just misses the net, but it's saved in by Miller. Offensive rebound. Then a steal, though, by the Miners. Shot is up and no good. I don't know who turned it over for St. Mary's. We'll just say Watkins. I don't know. A shot back the other way by Wallace is no good. And the fight for the loose ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Wallace. Wallace back into their press. St. Mary's. Bad pass by Badgett as she throws it long. Turnover St. Mary's. Miners bring it in. 27 seconds. Shot is on the way. No good. Three-point range. The rebound to Reimel. A pass down to Christensen is long by Reimel. Turnover St. Mary's. 13 seconds. Shot from the short corner is up and good. That was Morin. Morin with 4 points. St. Mary's going back the other way. Badgett has it, 2 seconds. Badgett gets pushed in the back. Whistle is going to blow, and the foul is called. And they actually say it's on the shot, so Badgett's going to the free throw line. That foul is Welch's, says her second foul. I did not think that was during a shooting moment, but they do say it was. So Badgett steps to the charity stripe. 65% from the free throw line. Badgett misses the first one. Subs for St. Mary's. Watkins, Reimel, Miller is out. Holder, Kozer, Mitchell check in. Second free throw goes in. And now it's going to be Hammond checking in for Badgett. So 1.4 seconds on the clock. Inbound pass, and the pressure, nobody's going to get there in time. And that's how the first quarter will end. And we will be back in 1 minute.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
And we are back. The Miners will start with possession to start the second period, trailing 16-6 to the Lumberjacks here in St. Mary's. The Miners work it down to the wing. Now back up top, three-point shot on the way, and it is up and good by House. They also had an assist there, and now they get a steal. And that one's from the short corner. Shot is up and no good. And Lumberjacks on the rebound. It's going to be Holder the other way. Can't get the shot to go. And I don't know who had the turnover. The shot goes out of bounds after Holder tried to put it up. No good. They get a pass into Holder. And the shot is no good. Then we get a jump ball called. And the ball will stay with, or actually go to Wallace. 16-9 the score. No, they say white ball, so St. Mary's will inbound. Christensen to Hammond. Hammond's shot is long. And a foul on St. Mary's as they go for the rebound. That foul is against Kozer, her first. 7:18 to go in the second. 16-9, St. Mary's leads. Wallace brings it across the timeline. Now they feed it down to the short corner on the left side. Now they go back to the top, working it around the horn, down to the corner right side now. Back up to the wing. Looking inside, get it into the paint. No room to work, go back up top. As they work it back around the perimeter. Now they look to the low post on the right side of the floor, double teamed, back out top, into the hands of Welch. Now driving is House. Now they get it to the opposite side, trying to get opening on some movement. Shot is up, it's no good. Rebound goes to Holder. St. Mary's on the attack. Hammond goes over the top to Holder. Holder down to Kozer, and they're going to call Holder for a travel. Not 100% sure if I seen a travel down there, but that is the call. Lumberjacks turn it over. They bring it back down on offense for the Miners. Welch has the ball. They go around to the opposite side to Hill. Back to Welch, now back to the corner to Hill. Hill triggers a shot from just inside the three-point line on the wing. It is up and good. And I think it was Welch. St. Mary's turns it back over. Now some of the turnovers are starting to happen for the Lumberjacks. Shot up by the Miners here on the near side from underneath. That shot's no good. Ball is loose. Mitchell comes away with the rebound, and Hammond works it the other way. All of a sudden, it's a 5-point game. Into Holder. Holder puts it up and good. Hammond with the assist. Lumberjacks stop the bleeding there for a second. 18-11 is the score as the Miners have made a comeback. Miners in the corner, right side. Now they go back to the top. Back to the wing now. Into the hands of House. Down to the left wing to Hill, or the corner. Feed it inside. Shot is up and blocked by Kozer. And the ball goes over to Holder on the rebound. Lumberjacks the other way. Kind of a wild shot put up by Christensen. It's no good, but she does draw a foul. That foul, I believe, is the second one on House. There's actually 5 fouls on the Miners. I'm missing one somewhere. Nope, I got all of them there. That'll send Christensen to the charity stripe. First free throw is no good. Kozer's going to come out as Miller checks in. Reimel checks back in. Holder's going to get a breather. Ventura is going to get set to check in as well, as Christensen lines up her second free throw. That one in and out. The ball is loose, rebounded by the Miners. The Miners quickly down the floor, down into the hands of Welch. Welch trying to get it to the post, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Wallace. Ventura is going to check in. She comes in for Christensen. Under 5 to go in the first half. 18-11. St. Mary's still leads by 7. A little bit of a turnover run here, though, by St. Mary's as they have let the Miners climb back in. Hammond splits a couple defenders, goes to Reimel. Reimel pulls up for the 3. It's short. Rebound went to the Miners, and they'll bring it back the other way. Miners set up their offense. Up the top they go to House. Now to the opposite side. Short corner. Shot on the way. It is up and good. And that was Hill. (18-13). Lumberjacks lead is cut to 5. Ventura splits a couple defenders. Works her way to the right side. Goes to Reimel, and the ball is going to be deflected. It affects Reimel's ability to grab the ball cleanly, and she turns the ball over. Bergam checks back in for, no, actually that's Hunter checks in as Bergam goes out for Wallace. Lumberjacks started out pretty clean. They've now got 10 turnovers, though. Wallace with 8. Down into the corner for the Miners. Now back up top. Wallace is now making points off turnovers. St. Mary's made points off turnovers in the first half, or the first quarter. And Wallace is starting to even that playing field now. Wallace working it around the top. They have it to Hill. Hill goes to the corner here near side. That is House. House takes a few steps in. Shot is up. No good. The rebound goes to Miller. Lumberjacks back the other way. Ball was slapped away from Hammond for a second. She does recover. Works it to Ventura. Ventura triggers the quick 3. It's no good. Reimel with the rebound. St. Mary's will reset. And Reimel turns the ball over, though. She tries to pass it out. It's going to get deflected. A steal by Wallace. Wallace down to Welch. Or no, that's House. House backs it back out to Morin. Morin in the short corner, left side. They go back to the top. Reimel tries to get a steal. Can't complete it as Welch has the ball. Welch wears 2 different colored shoes. That ball is going to go out of bounds as Ventura was the last one to touch it. We get a whistle as they call in some subs. Badgett and Holder are coming back in. Ventura and Hammond come out. 3:07 to go in the half. 18-13. St. Mary's leads by 5 and make it 3 as that shot is up and good from the corner by House. Wallace playing some stiff defense all of a sudden, but the Lumberjacks do find an opening. They get it down to Reimel. Reimel's shot won't go. The rebound, I think, was to Miller. Her putback was no good, and the rebound went to the Miners. The Miners tried to put up a shot. It's no good. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Miners. St. Mary's will take possession. Miller is going to come out. Tacey Watkins checks back in. A couple of freshmen on the floor for the Lumberjacks, Stacy Mitchell and Tacey Watkins. Lumberjacks have that press from the Miners once again. Lumberjacks do get it across. Holder, left side. She's going to find an outlet to Reimel. Reimel finds Badgett. Badgett, quick shot, won't fall, it rims out. It was a good look, just wouldn't go in, as the bucket has got a lid on it so far in the second quarter, it seems like, for St. Mary's. 18-15 the score. Lumberjacks only put up 2 points. Shot blocked by Holder. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Lumberjacks, so the Miners will keep possession. Miners will inbound. Up top, wide open, left at the top is Hill. Her three-pointer is off the mark, though. Mitchell pulls down the rebound. St. Mary's takes it the other way. 1:59 and counting in the first half. Badgett has it. She goes cross-court to Holder. Holder, nice pass into Mitchell. Mitchell spins, tries to put the shot up. It's no good, but she will be fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Mitchell, 67% free throw shooter. Looks like Hammond is going to check in for the Lumberjacks. Mitchell's first free throw off the mark. Mitchell lines up for the next one. I think it's the first trip to the free throw line. She misses both of them. The rebound goes to the Miners. And the Miners bring it across quickly. Little floater layup, no good. Board goes to Reimel. And St. Mary's will go the other way. 1:34 and counting. 18-15 the score. St. Mary's up. Miners have gone on a run. Lumberjacks have weathered it a little bit. Shot by Holder is no good as she drove from the right side of the floor, left side of the floor. Couldn't get the shot to go. Almost a steal by Reimel, but they couldn't complete the steal. The Miners have the ball back. Three-point shot on the way by House, and that is up and good. House deadly from outside. Tied the ball game up as well. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Miners, 18 all. St. Mary's jumped out to an early lead. Going to get a timeout taken by St. Mary's as the Lumberjacks are having a little trouble here in the second quarter. Lumberjacks only scored 2 points. The Miners have put up 12, and it's not been a great second quarter for the Jacks. Taking a look at the numbers here so far, St. Mary's 31% from the floor, Miners 34. Lumberjacks are just 1 from 4 from downtown. The Miners are 2 for 4. Lumberjacks need a little bit better activity from the free throw line as well, as they are 3 of 8. The Miners, though, are 0 for 2. Turnover-wise, St. Mary's started off leading, being ahead of the turnover battle. They had less than this, but they now have 11 to the Miners' 8 turnovers. So they were doing good on the turnovers in the first quarter, but the Miners changed up their defense a little bit and have put a little bit more pressure on. Badgett forcing the pass cross court down to the corner looking for Watkins, and Badgett throws it too high. It's a turnover. St. Mary's unforced. Mitchell is out. Hammond is checked in for the Lumberjacks. Under a minute to go. Wallace looks to take their first lead of the game here before halftime. They give it to House up top. Got to guard her closely even when she's outside. Back down to Hill. Hill left wing. Now they found House near side underneath. She's going to go to the elbow. Shot is up and good by Welch, and it's a lead by the Miners. 25 seconds. A foul going to get called from behind as Hill, too much contact on Holder. Foul number 6 on the Miners. That should be her second foul. No, it's her third foul of the game. I think she's actually going to come out. Checking in for her is Morin. And that was actually foul number 7. So Holder will go to the free throw and for the free throw line for the chance at the 1-1. A chance to possibly tie the game. Oh, Holder's shot is no good. Rebound goes to the Miners. Miners take it the other way, 18 seconds. They find Morange just inside the wing. Shot is up, it's no good. Offensive board. The putback is no good, but there's going to be a foul called, and that foul goes against the Lumberjacks. Watkins with the foul. Free throw is no good by Welch. Both free throws no good by Welch. Badgett pulls down the rebound. 6 seconds. A bad pass by Badgett is taken away by the Miners, though. Shot at the buzzer, and that is House for the deep three, I do believe. Banks it home hard off the glass. I believe it's a three-pointer. If it is, it's 23-18. We'll let you know that score when we do come back. It is a three-pointer. It is good. 18-23, St. Mary's trails. Lumberjacks only put up 2 points in the second quarter. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
For a new-to-you rig, you're in luck because Dell's Used Cars has your next truck. Dell's has the best variety of pre-owned trucks in one location anywhere south of the internet. Any make, any model, and new inventory arriving daily. Dell's also will take your trade-in, paid for or not. Financing available through Potlatch, Spokane Teachers, Numerica, and a handful of other lenders offering the most competitive interest rates available in the market today. Dell staff is laid back and knowledgeable and ready to answer any of your questions. Come into Dell's Used Cars located at 1818 North 4th Street in Coeur d'Alene or visit their website at dellscars.com. Dell's Used Cars, doing things different since 1974.
This is what most people's heart rate sounds like when they're getting their taxes done. And this is what a heart rate sounds like when you file at H&R Block. Because they have upfront transparent pricing, so you'll know the price before you begin. No need to sweat a thing. Oh, and that is the sound of my stomach demanding tacos. Upfront transparent pricing. Just another way it's better with Block.
If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees to lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull infused or Lotus energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekends. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary's.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the Hot Deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware, the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
And we are back. Lumberjacks had a 16-6 lead at the end of the first quarter. The Miners come back with a vengeance, 17-2 run in the second quarter, and the Miners have a 23-18 lead at the half here in St. Mary's. An update from Shiloh Sands over in Bonners Ferry. Lumberjack boys lead Bonners after one quarter of play, 11-7. I'm trying to see if I can find out if she knows how the JV team did. Taking a look here, Lumberjacks, like I said, they went on an 11-point run to start the first quarter and had a good lead going, and were playing pretty good with their ball movement and everything, not turning the ball over a lot in the first quarter, and had an 8-point run, and then things kind of wheels fell off a little bit in the second quarter as the Miners went on a 12-point run and came back to reclaim the lead, or to take the lead. There's been one tie and one lead change in the game. Both teams being fairly efficient, really even on their possessions with shots made and missed. 8 possessions with shots made for St. Mary's, 9 for Wallace, 8 possessions with shots missed for the Lumberjacks, 16 for the Miners. The Wallace Miners do have 3 points off of the fast break, and St. Mary's has 7 points off of second chances. Wallace has none. Lumberjacks have 12 points in the paint, Wallace with just 6. Rebounding, Lumberjacks already have 19 rebounds in the first half, Wallace with 10. Offensive rebounds, St. Mary's with 7, Wallace with 1. Defensive, St. Mary's with 12, Wallace with 9. So St. Mary's winning the battle of the boards. Already went over second chance points. Turnovers, though, St. Mary's with 13. They started off good, like I said. But now they have 13 turnovers. Wallace has 8. 4 assists for the Lumberjacks, 2 for the Miners. And that is really about it at the moment. Lumberjacks have 13 points off the bench, or 13 points off the starting lineup, and maybe a little bit better than that, because I did have my starting lineup not right when we started. Actually, no, that should be fairly accurate except for Badgett. So 13 points. It says off the starters, 5 off the bench, which that could be actually inaccurate at the moment. That's a look at the game analysis. Individual or team numbers here. St. Mary's 31% from the field, Wallace 38. Both teams 33% from 2-point range. St. Mary's 25% from downtown, Wallace 60%. Free throw shooting, St. Mary's 33%, 3 for 9. Wallace is 0 for 4. 19 rebounds for the Lumberjacks, 10 for the Miners. St. Mary's has blocked 2 Wallace shots. Lumberjacks have 4 assists, Wallace with 3. 4 steals for St. Mary's, 6 for the Miners. 13 turnovers for the Jacks, 8 for Wallace. And 3 personal fouls for St. Mary's, 6 for the Miners. Individually, for Wallace, leading scoring was House. She had 3 3-pointers and 2 2-pointers for 11 points. Welch had 6 points, 2 points for Hill, 4 points for Morin. Holder did most of the damage for Lumberjack. She had 10 points. Reimel had 3, Badgett had 5, so that actually answers my question. All the points for Lumberjacks are off the starters, nothing from the bench just yet in that first half. So that's a look at the first half numbers. St. Mary's trails 23-18. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Jack Buell Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Buell Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Buell Trucking.
Mountain Plating is a premier hard chrome plating facility, and it is located right here in St. Mary's. Mountain Plating was established in 1997 as one of the first hard chrome plating facilities in Idaho, and it services a wide variety of industries nationwide. These industries include manufacturing, food processing, agriculture, mining, environmental, and the timber industries. Mountain Plating is committed to providing the highest quality chrome plating and customer service in the industry, and is locally owned and operated by Donnie Masterson. Give him a call today at 208-245-7104. Go Lumberjacks!
See the full line of Yamaha Viking side-by-sides at St. Mary's Saw & Cycle today. Yamaha Vikings feature true 3 or 6 person cabins, class-leading comfort, huge cargo capacity, proven off-road capability, and real-world tough reliability. Plus, exclusive features like Ultramatic automatic transmission and on-command 4-wheel drive help you conquer the toughest jobs. Visit St. Mary's Saw & Cycle today. Always protect the environment. Wear your seatbelt, helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. Read the owner's manual and the product warning labels before operation.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
And we are back. The Miners will start with possession to start the second half. I do have some information on the brawl for the ball to get to you, as well as I have time. House controls it for the Miners, as actually I thought we would have, I'm trying to see who's not in for Lumberjacks, as a substitutions were not what I thought they would be. And Wallace puts the shot up and good, and I don't know who made the bucket. Oops, but it was, I'm going to say it was House. As Lumberjacks try to answer back, it's a nice shot by from Hammond. It won't go. Signs with the offensive board. St. Mary's resets. Watkins is also into the game for St. Mary's to start the second half. As the Lumberjacks work the ball around, and we're going to get a bad pass by the Jacks. It might have been Holder. We'll call it a turnover, St. Mary's. The Miners are going to try to get a lead here and run away with this now, as they are up by 7, 25-18. Christensen is also in for the Lumberjacks, as it is not Reimel on the floor. I think there was a shot up and no good. I'm not sure. The Lumberjacks had it for a second. Miners got it back. Shot is up and good by Wallace, and that was Welch with her 8th point of the game. Lumberjacks now back the other way. Ball is going to be taken away. Lumberjacks turn it over. Miners have it, working it around. Shot from the elbow is no good. Offensive rebound. Wallace resets, and then Wallace loses the ball out of bounds. Ball goes to the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's down by 9. They need to cut this lead sometime. St. Mary's has a hard time coming back from big deficits, as I think they start to try too much, try too hard, and they just kind of panic a little bit when they get in too big of a hole. And that is going to be a turnover on Christensen. I think it was not tapped out of her hands. It went into the backcourt. She tried to save it back. The Miners have it. 3-point shot on the way. It is short. Fight for the loose ball. It goes out of bounds, last touched by Wallace. So the Lumberjacks will have possession, bringing it back the other way. Pressed by the Miners. Hammond brings it across the timeline. Goes right side, looks inside to Holder. Holder's shot is no good, but she'll be fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. 5:48 to go in the third. Lumberjacks are down by 9. Holder's first free throw, back iron, no good. 5:48 to go. Holder's second free throw does fall through. The Miners bring it in. Lumberjack JV boys. The JV boys did lose up in Bonners Ferry. Don't know what the final score was. Going to have a drive by House. Watkins puts her hand up to try to block it, and Watkins gets called for the foul. That'll send House to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Lumberjack varsity boys are up 22-12 with just under 4 in the half. House's free throw is no good, as Wallace continues to struggle from the free throw line. They are 0 for 5. Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, though, and they put the shot up and in, and that was Welch. So they didn't get the points from the free throw line, but they did get 2 points after all. Going the other way, there's going to be a foul called. And the foul goes against the Miners. That foul is against Welch, her third. Lumberjacks inbound, I think. Lumberjacks turn it over. Macy Reimel going to come in for the Lumberjacks. Up the top, 12. That's a Johnson with a three-point shot, rebound to Watkins. And a foul is going to be called. Watkins draws that foul. That foul goes against Morin. It is her second. Reimel is going to come in as Jenna Holder goes out. The Miners into the press. St. Mary's trails by 10. Christensen back to Hammond. Hammond looks for an outlet. She goes back to Christensen. Christensen across the timeline. Now she's near the timeline. Brings it near side. Goes to Signs. Signs, freshman on the floor for the Lumberjacks. Backs it back out to Hammond. Hammond gives it to Christensen. Christensen tries to feed it inside. Bunch of body contact. And I'm going to give Bergam a steal. As they tried to feed it to Signs. They get it to Bergam. Bergam can't get her shot to go. Offensive rebound. Shot won't go. Finally, the rebound pulled down by Hammond. And St. Mary's brings it the other way. They give it out the top to Reimel. Reimel's three won't fall through. And the rebound goes to the Miners. They take it the other way. Shot is up, and it's going to fall in. That shot by Hill. So the scoring continues for the Miners. 8-1 run here in the third. Lumberjacks trail. They need to get something going. Hammond brings it down. She takes it herself. Shot is up. It won't fall in. It was not a forced shot. It was a pretty nice look, but this is that point where I say that they do kind of move too fast, and they're trying to make up points quickly. Shot is well off the mark. Lumberjacks can't get the rebound. Not a good job rebounding there. Another shot was up. It was no good. The ball was loose for a while on the ground, and the Miners are able to get it. This time they go to the top to House. House puts it up and good from the free throw line. And the Lumberjacks are down 33-19. After a strong start, Lumberjacks have struggled. They've only scored 3 points in the last 13 minutes. This time, though, they finally stopped that a little bit as a nice drive on the right side by Hammond. She puts the bucket up and in off the glass. And she is also going to be fouled, so she'll go to the free throw line. Some subs for the Lumberjacks. Watkins and Christensen come off. Ventura and Mitchell in. And Hammond makes the free throw. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout by the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's trails by 11, 33-22. As they have had a really rough second and third quarter so far. They've been outscored 27-6. Taking a look back at that information I found on Brawl for the Ball. It all starts at 11 a.m. with the girls JV. Then they'll have a tug-of-war at the halftime of the JV girls. 12:30, the boys JV starts. They'll have dodgeball at the halftime of the JV boys. Then judging will begin after the JV game. Pep rallies after the JV game. The theme for the Lumberjacks is the Beach Boys. The varsity girls are scheduled for 2:15 with a cheer competition at halftime. They'll stop selling 50-50 tickets at that time as well. Mascot competition after the girls varsity game. And then the boys game is at 4:15. Battle of the Bands at halftime of that. So that is a look at the Brawl for the Ball schedule. The Miners looking to inbound from down here. Lumberjacks putting on a strong press. Ventura taps that ball out of bounds. The Lumberjacks have gotten a hand on the last two passes in. And Lumberjacks are putting on some good defensive pressure here in the backcourt. Inbounds, and Signs gets the steal. Holder had the ball. Holder tried to feed it down inside, as I didn't know Holder came in. I got to figure out who Holder went in for, as it's not Reimel. Oh, Hammond maybe. Okay. Holder turned the ball over, and now we're going to get a foul. I actually think that foul is against the Miners. It is. That is against Welch, her fourth. She's going to have to, no, she's not coming out. Yeah, she went out. Lumberjacks will inbound. Reimel to Holder, back to Reimel. Reimel, little head fake from the corner, right side, back up to Holder. Holder, back to Reimel. Reimel had a good open look at three. Instead, she tries to force it between two defenders to Mitchell. She turns the ball over. Going to get a block by Holder, but a rebound by the Miners. They'll reset. House has the ball. Back to the top to Hill. Back around. Ball is almost out of bounds, but being able to bring it in is Johnson. As the Miners work it back around the top. Back into Bersham. Bersham gets her shot blocked by Holder again. Holder with the rebound. Holder feeds it up to Reimel. Reimel tries to finish an easy layup, and she comes up short off the glass, or off the front of the rim. Rebound back to the Miners, and a timeout going to be taken by Wallace. 2:14 to go in the third, 33-22 the score. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
And we are back. Quick update on the boys game. The boys are ahead 20. Oh, I think it was. Let me take a look here real quick. 28-15 at halftime. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound goes to Holder. Lumberjacks bringing it the other way. They got to make something happen. They've been keeping the shots to a limit for the Miners. A three-point shot kind of forced up by Ventura. It was no good. Mitchell, though, pulls down the rebound. She puts it up and good. And almost a steal by Berkeley McGrill, who has checked in for the Lumberjacks. She must have came in for Signs. I do not have Berkeley in my roster, though, so I'm going to just leave Signs in there. And we'll figure that out later. I thought about putting Berkeley on there, but I didn't. Bersham again tries to go up with a shot. It's going to be basically blocked. Hammond ends up with the ball. Trying to see who is off the floor for St. Mary's. I think it's Reimel. As I need to see, get Hammond in there. Not exactly sure what happened there, but we did have a whistle. It was a foul against House for the Miners. Lumberjacks have the ball. 6 fouls against the Miners. This could help St. Mary's as they only have 1, and we're almost to the end of the third. Berkeley has the ball. She puts up the shot. It's no good. I hate to credit. I'm not going to credit a bad shot to Signs. I'm going to write down Berkeley. I got to figure out how to do that. I can't add her right now in the middle of the game. Back the other way. Bad pass by the Miners. They turn the ball over. Ventura comes up with it. If I can at a break, I might be able to add Signs to the roster here at the end of the quarter. Ventura has the ball. Up to the free throw line. She's going to penetrate, loses the handle. She tries to flip the ball forward. She does get it to Hammond. Hammond gets it out to Holder. Holder's shot won't go. And Holder is gone quiet late in this one. We get a rebound by the Miners, a foul by St. Mary's. The second foul on the Jacks. That one goes against Ventura, her first. 31 seconds left. Press by the Lumberjacks. Ventura and Berkeley combine to try to get the steal. The ball is loose. We get a whistle, a foul, and I'm not sure. I think that foul went against the Lumberjacks. Holder's first foul as she was fighting hard to get that rebound, or try to get that steal. So just as I say it, Lumberjacks now have 3 quick fouls. Press again by the Miners. Into the backcourt. Miners get it in. And we're going to get a steal by Hammond. Can she complete the play, though? She cannot. Gets her own rebound, though. And then she put the shot up, had the rebound, got fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. (10-6) run for the Miners here in the third. Hammond with a chance here to cut that down some more. Nothing but net on the first one for Hammond. Hammond with 4 points in the contest. Second free throw is no good. Offensive or defensive rebound for the Miners. Lumberjacks pressuring in the backcourt. Miners trying to get it across. Welch. No, that's Hill. That's still trying, and they're going to get the turnover as the Miners took too much time in the backcourt. 2 seconds left, though, 2.5. St. Mary's going to have to trigger a quick shot here as soon as they can. They get it to Holder. Holder fires it off, and it's going to be just a quick attempt. It misses everything, and that's how the third quarter comes to an end. The score, St. Mary's trails 33-25. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
And we are back, and the Lumberjacks will start the final frame with possession. As we are, I may have to add yet another player. Nope, they're trying to, I don't know, St. Mary's is trying to get their players in order here. As Berkeley, let me see, I'm going to have to add one more player. As, I don't know know if I'm going to have time to do this now. Berkeley is in the game for St. Mary's. Mitchell is out. I think Hammond is out. We've got Kozer is in. Lexi Chappell is in as on the varsity side now too, and I've got to see if I can add Chappell to my team as things are underway here. I don't like this adding players here as we go, but we've got it squared away now. Back the other way for the Miners. I'll try to get the who is on the floor for you guys here in a minute as the Miners work the ball around the outside. They have it to Hill. Hill's going to drive to the free throw line, backs it back out. Got to get my subs in. Now they're working back to the wing. Working it all over the place, trying to get the ball into an open look. Driving, shot is up by Hill, no good. Ball is rebounded by the Miners. Shot is up and no good again. And this time it's Holder that pulls down the rebound. Lumberjacks the other way. It was into the hands of Hammond. Now back out to Holder. Holder to the top, around the horn. Now they've got it on the near side wing. That's Chappell. Back to Kozer. Lumberjacks working it back up top. Hammond looks inside to Miller. Miller's shot won't fall. Kozer got a rebound. I don't have Miller in there. I do now. And Miller's shot won't go. Kozer's shot won't go. I don't even know who's in the game at this point. Kozer had an offensive rebound after her shot wouldn't go. The Miners pulled down the board. They go the opposite way. They get some good movement, find the ball underneath to Morin. Morin puts it up and good for the Miners. 6 points for Morin. Back to a 10-point lead. Going to get Hammond for an open three. The shot won't go. And a whistle and a foul is called. Mitchell is not in the game. I think it's Hammond is in the game. And we get a foul on Hammond. And we're going to foul the other way again. The St. Mary's is now building that foul number up. Uh-oh, scoreboard went off. So we have to take a quick little spot here as the scoreboard just completely went out on the the floor here. A couple of Lumberjacks getting set to check into the game is Mitchell and Reimel. And they're giving the scorekeeper for Wallace a hard time because I guess she is the one that accidentally undid the scoreboard. Miller and Holder come out. Reimel and Stacy Mitchell check in for the Lumberjacks. Miners will inbound after the timeout. Under 6 to go. Lumberjacks on defense. It is Hill. They feed it inside. Lumberjack defense swarms. Back to the top for the Miners. Now back out to Hill. Hill, right wing. She's got Hammond all over her. And then it goes out to Welch. Now back the opposite side. Jump shot from just inside three-point range. No good. Hammond pulls down the rebound. Lumberjacks bringing it the other way. Cross-court pass to Mitchell, or to Reimel. Reimel into Mitchell. Mitchell's shot won't go. Hammond had the rebound. Hammond put up a second shot. It wouldn't go. And then Hammond got her own rebound. Couple of offensive boards for her. And finally the second chance went back in. Lumberjacks back on D. Miners find a nice shot. Won't get the shot to go, though. Mitchell pulls down the rebound. St. Mary's coming back the other way, looking to try to cut the lead. They're down to an 8-point deficit. Chappell drives from left side. Shot is up and good by Lexi Chappell. Oh, I put Chappell's name in there. I didn't. Oh, I think I know why. I'm going to have to get out of here real quick and put her as active as the Miners work it the other way. And a shot is up and good by the Miners. I did not see who made that one. I still don't see Chappell on the thing. Oh, because we only have 12 active. The shot the other way is going to be off of St. Mary's. I don't know who to give that to. Let's see here. I don't know who to put in as active and inactive because I have too many players on the floor. I'm going to go inactive for Signs. Then put Chappell back as active. Still don't have Chappell in there. It's okay. Chappell's coming out anyways. We do have a bucket and a foul as House got the score. The foul goes against Chappell. Shot is up and good. It's the first free throw of the game for the Miners. Now I've got to figure out how to get the right players on the floor because I do not know who is on, to be honest. Christensen is on. The shot was up and no good. Offensive board to Badgett. Lumberjacks with another offensive board. 3-point shot on the way by Holder. Lumberjacks track down yet another rebound. Another shot is up. It is no good. Another shot is up. It's no good. Another offensive board by Holder. The shot is no good. I missed several offensive boards and putbacks there, so bear with me on this one. The next shot is up. St. Mary's does have, because Lexi Chappell scored. I really don't know who to go inactive and give that point to. Let's go with that one. First free throw is no good by Holder. The foul was against Morin. Second free throw is good. St. Mary's cuts it to 10-point lead, and we've got a 3:10 to go. We'll be back in 30 seconds. And we are back as I had lots of confusion going on here with my numbers because they've shuffled in some players I did not have a clue would play. As Lexi Chappell has had some playing time tonight. So I'm trying to shuffle some players in and get some things switched around, then trying to get back to the game, and now I see if I can get my subs on the floor properly. Christensen is on the floor. Reimel is on the floor. Holder, Mitchell, no Hammond. And Christensen. They've got some fixing to do up there on the 4 players on the court now. Ay, Chihuahua. Lumberjacks on defense. The Miners trying to get it inside. Shot is up. It is no good. Ball is loose. Going to get a foul called. And the foul is going to be against the Miners. I think it was Christensen with the foul drawn. As Christensen goes to the free throw line. That foul is the 4th one against Morin. Christensen 0 for 2 from the stripe. That shot is in and out. Rebound to the Miners. Lumberjacks trail by 10 with only 2.5 to go, and the Miners get a nice fast break look down the floor. They put it up and good. That was Johnson with her first bucket. St. Mary's, a lot of work cut out for them to win this game now as they trail by 12. They get a nice pass down to Mitchell. Mitchell, the shot is up. It won't fall. There's been a lid on the bucket. They're going to get a steal by Christensen. There was a shot by Holder. It was no good. An offensive board. Shot this time by Badgett. And that shot is up and good. Lumberjacks cut it to 10. Lumberjacks trying to play some solid defense. A long cross-court pass. The Miners do get it. They find an open man, and they get it to him down underneath. That is Morin. One keeps getting past the Lumberjacks as they try to play a stiff defense, and it's just not working out too well. Pass into Mitchell. Mitchell turns around, and she's got a player in her face. She puts it up and good. I'm going to give Christensen an assist, I believe, on the bucket. 34-44. St. Mary's down by 10. They're keeping it right there, but they're running out of time. Bad pass, though. Turnover on the Miners. Reimel going to take it herself. Reimel too hard off the glass. Got to make those easy shots like that one. Badgett called for the foul. Frustration sets in for these Lumberjacks who started so strong in the beginning of this game, and it went bad for them in the second quarter, and it hasn't gotten much better for them the rest of the game. Christensen comes out. Hammond goes back in. Signs is going to come in. Reimel comes out. These girls just can't get anything to go in their favor. That's the 7th foul against St. Mary's. Badgett's first. They missed the 1-and-1. That was House. Lumberjacks on the rebound. They get it to Signs. Signs goes up strong. The shot's no good, but she is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. 1:05 to go. Signs' first time there today. Ventura going to check in for St. Mary's. Lumberjacks have time, but they've got to get some stops on the other end. That's the biggest thing here. It's only Signs' first free throw high off the mark. I thought she had been to the free throw line, but I guess not. I think that might have been in the JV game. Waiting for the next shot. Oh, no good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. No, St. Mary's ends up with it. Oh, but Mitchell, a bad pass. Oops. Back to the way. It's a shot up and good by the Miners. I'm not sure who that was. Lumberjacks back the other way. Trading buckets. Cross court. Going to get a jump shot by Holder. It's up and good. The assist from Signs. 30 seconds on the clock. St. Mary's are going to fall to the Miners here at home. Shot the other way. Good. Hammond on the rebound. Coming back the other way quickly. Hammond, a little step inside. She is fouled. That'll send her to the free throw line with 15 seconds. I think that one is on House, it looks like. her fourth.